So this is my video on the K2 Plus Combo. This is unboxing and kind of how to set up type of video. It's fairly straightforward, but some bits are a bit trickier than others. So I'll start off getting you the instructions shown. They are nice and printed on top of the box. First thing to do is unplug all these white caps. They just squeeze at the top and then they pull out. And I'll show you how that works now. It's fairly easy, and there's two on each side, so just get all of those out. Once they're all out, what you can do is you can just lift the top box off and you'll be shown the inner packaging. Now you'll see the box is held together with cling film. What you're going to do is cut that off. You can unwrap it, but I didn't bother. It's just easier to cut it, and it should all just fall apart nice and easy for you. You can even see my kind of surprise at watching just everything fall apart. I don't really expect it to, but it's not a bad thing. So just take off the last few bits, make sure all you can see is the printer. Also make sure to keep it tidy because this next bit's a bit trickier. As you can see, there's three of us at this part. Two of us are just grabbing the printer by the bag, with a third moving the box out from underneath it. The bag did start to rip, so just be very careful. This way you can actually see what printer you have, which is a Creality K2 Plus. Next on the instructions, it says to remove this cardboard panel. I did think this was a build plate, but it turns out it's actually the lid in here, so be careful of this because it is glass. So just take the tape off it and put that to the side for a little bit. Now at the top of the printer, we can start taking bits out. So first is this foam bit that has kind of all your tools in it and other bits like that, which I will show you. These are just a few of the bits that come in it. We'll go into that a bit later. Next, we're taking out the first two rolls of plastic and the foam that's around them. In the printer box, you actually get 4 different rolls of plastic. This is so you can test the, obviously, colour change features, which I haven't tested quite in depth yet, but we're just putting all this to the side for a minute just so we can get everything out. Next step is to basically open the door, so you need to take this tape off of it, and then you can also take the clear cellophane off at the same time because it kind of comes off together. This next bit is probably the most challenging bit. So you want to get this Allen key, which says unboxing screw. Find that out of the bag, and we're going to use that to detach the CFS. As you can see, it's held on with these 2 plastic brackets, and you can only see 4 screws, but it's turned out there's actually 4 plus another 6, which makes 10 in total. And these first 4 are okay. The next 6 are a bit of a pain, which I'll show you now. That's probably also a good time to mention there's no instructions on how to use the CFS or how to plug it in. So I'll actually be showing you how to plug it in properly as well. This way the box instructions also fail because you can see it's still attached because there's these 6 extra screws which you can't see in the instructions. So I'll show you those now. There's just 2 at the top and 4 at the bottom. Now all your brackets are undone, you can pull the CFS out and make sure to take care of this because obviously this is your colour changer. This way you put your plastic. This is expensive, take care of this. As you can see, once we get the CFS out, there's just a lot more foam basically. So we just take all that out and you can see another 2 bags of plastic. We take those out as well. This bit I will admit I struggled with a little bit. These 2 foam pieces are really jammed in there, so you just need to really kind of just tug them out. Now moving to the installation guide. You can see we're just going to follow it. We're taking the brackets off and then removing the screws that hold it in place. So to take the brackets off, you literally just give them a tug and they just pull off because they just clip onto the bars. They also have this warning on. It's just for safety to make sure you really do actually bother taking it off. Please do take these off, otherwise your printer won't work. And then grabbing your Allen key again, we're going to take out these 4 screws marked by the yellow arrows. This will allow your bed to actually move up and down, otherwise it's just stuck at the bottom right now. Here is that kind of utility accessory box I showed you before. So first it's the 3-pin kettle lead. Then we've got the actual screen. Be careful with this, obviously it's delicate, it is a screen. It's in this static proof bag, so they're taking good care of it. This is a pack of filament swatches. never been given one of these before, so it's certainly an interesting thing to come with it. And it just kind of shows you all the different plastics you can use and all the different colours that they have. Really gives you the option of finding the right colour. This I was confused about. This is called the buffer. This is to do with the CFS unit. This is me playing with it because I had no idea what it did. This is your filament holder. Obviously, this is how you attach your roll of filament. It won't be used with CFS. This is like an accessory box inside of an accessory box. It's got just a few tools in, you know, some nice nifty things that you might need for your printer. And last but not least, these are your Bowden tubes and connectors for your CFS. Keep all of these because these are what you'll be needing shortly. Almost forgot, but there's also a spare nozzle in here. Hopefully you won't need that for a while, but better to get one in case. Now, reading the instructions, the next part to do is attach the screen. This is fairly easy. You screw on the bracket and attach the screen. So find this bracket in the base bag. So all you're going to do is put one of your screws through the panel. Make sure that's in there. You do have to screw it into the panel, which is somewhat a good thing. Then just screw it into the 4 slots that's on the printer. Nice and easy. The way I'd suggest to do these is do opposite corners and then do the last 2 and then tighten it up, because obviously you don't want your screen falling off. That would be pretty awful. Now you'll need to put the ribbon cable through, so just unstick it from the top and then feed it through that little gap. You can see me showing you the ribbon cable, and then I just kind of feed it through that gap, ready to attach the screen with. Now you've got your cable and your stand ready. This is where you're going to plug it into. So just plug the ribbon cable into the stand. And this is where you might not see what's going on because I didn't really record it properly. You clip it onto the stand, and then you push it to the left. Kind of an obvious thing. Just remove this sticker. That clearly says remove this sticker. Now we're going to attach the filament holder. I'm not actually using this because I have the CFS, but I'm going to attach it anyways. So you just go to the back of your printer. You've got these 2 screws, so remove those. Once your 2 screws are removed, you can put the filament holder on. It does show you on the picture which way to put it, but I got confused to start with, so hopefully you can see which way it needs to go. Then you just put your 2 screws in and it holds the filament holder on. This is that cardboard sleeve that is on the side of your printer. This is, as I say, where the lid is, so take a bit of care of this, but try to open it a bit better than I did. Now on to the CFS bit. These instructions weren't included, so feel free to screenshot, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway.
So what you need
So firstly, grab your buffer.
thing.
As you can see, it's got 4 slots. This is so you can have 4 CFS units on one printer.
This is the one that goes
and
into
that's
the
the
printer.
output side. So make sure you get the right way around, which I will show you as well.
You also need your buffer screws.
You also need the 2 screws that say buffer screws from the bag. So now just use those 2 buffer screws to attach this buffer. Make sure that the arrow is pointing left and you can use the spring adjustment.
Is PTFE long. Has to be the long one. You'll see why in a minute. Just get it out. These are really easy. Push it into your CFS. That's got a nice grip. Now push it into your, whatever this thing's called. Go for the top left spot because that's number 1. And that's it. If you're having multiple CFS units, go to 2, 3, 4, etc. Now, get your small one. You're going to do similar. One end into the left of this thing. And one end into there. Now what you'll also have is one of these long 485 cables. One of these short 485 cables. So I'll open the short one first. And note, it shows you which place to plug it in on the packet, making it quite nice and easy. So, left slot on CFS. And it's got a nice clip on there, so it just attaches in. Left slot on buffer. Now there's this, so left slot, the right one goes all the way down. I won't be able to show you that. It goes from here all the way down to there. It's just using this long cable for that. Keep clear of this.
I'm not going to talk too much about the quality of the printer and if I'm happy with it here, but my first thoughts really are it's very quick, it's very high quality, and it's obviously got a big build plate. I'll do a full review on it later on. I just wanted to get this first unboxing video and kind of instructions on how to build it up first. First thoughts are though, it's quicker than a Bamboo and it seems to be as good quality, if not better. So stay tuned for a full review later on. And thank you for watching.